Hey, everybody, it's Brian Coley, the Movie Whisperer. This is a place where we look at the intersection of our story with our movies. And today I wanted to tell you why I do what I do with people's top 10 movies, as well as the Oscars. And it all comes down to one word, and that word is wonder. I believe that there's not enough wonder in this world. And what happens whenever we explore people's top 10 movies is we get to see almost on a weekly basis here at Real Experiences, we get to see wonder and surprise happen because somebody will find this massive insight and then they'll say that was from Dumb and Dumber or that was from Finding Nemo. In fact, I just did a post brief today with a team leader of a major corporation here in Atlanta, and her team just came through, and one of the ladies on the team just kind of uncontrollably was crying in her presentation, and she was both laughing and crying, going, why am I crying over the movie Cars? She had seen Cars all her life with her kids, but this insight that was coming out of Cars that was so connected to her story just made her uncontrollably crying. And we see that so often. In fact, the team leader, we were talking about it, and she was telling me how this other male on their team actually was crying the next day. And the next day he was crying over Galaxy Quest of all things, because it connected so deeply to what happened that day, just the day after we had gone through the Real Experience with their team. So that is why I do what I do, because people find these incredible insights out of the most unlikely source and unlikely place of their top 10 movies. And it's the same thing with the Oscars. The Oscars, here's our 2021 nominees. And this is the most unlikely place for us to find our story, right? I mean, who would say, hey, let's go looking for, our story in the Oscars of all places. But I love this quote by Roald Dahl. He says this, he says, above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. And that to me is kind of why I do what I do, is that sense of these deep secrets that can be found in the most unlikely place of our movies. So as we go through this Oscar season, leading up to this Oscar season, and as we look at these nominees for the 2021 Best Picture, I just ask that you would just come in with me with a sense of eyes open to maybe some magic happen, where we can explore these movies and see with a sense of wonder how these movies come together and tell us our story as a culture. So that's mainly what I want to do today. Just a very short video just to describe why I do what I do, and hopefully kind of get you caught up also in a sense of wonder of how could this happen? Like, for instance, Chicago 7 came out in July during Black Lives Matter, and it was a movie that was about protesting, and was, a movie that was been trying to be made for years and years and years. And it so happened to come out in July, right when we were dealing with protests and right before the Capitol riots. A movie like Nomadland, which was dealing with, the concept of loss, came out perfect timing as we're experiencing so much loss in the last year, a loss of our jobs and opportunities and our loved ones. So I don't look at any of that as coincidence or reading tea leaves or anything like that. I look at it with a sense of magic and wonder, knowing that these great secrets can be hidden in these unexpected places. So journey with me as we explore more of that magic on the next episode of The Movie Whisperer.